Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to Win This Day Wednesday, and it is time, guys. It is time to throw down today. Today, it's time to throw down. We're going to call it the midweek miracle, guys. That's what's happening. That's what's happening right now. We're going to throw down the midweek miracle on Win This Day Wednesday. It's going to be the perfect follow up to planting faith that we talked about on Monday and renewing the mind that we talked about yesterday. And so today, guys, today is all about taking action. That's it. That's all we're going to be talking about today is taking action, because what good is a seed and soil if you never water it, guys? And so today, guys, on Win This Day Wednesday, my only question, or really not even a question, it's a statement. You don't need more time. You don't. You don't need more time. What you need, you ready? You need to take action. You need to decide. You need to get on with it, because most people, understand this, most people don't lose because they don't have the talent. They lose because they wait too long to take action. That's it. That's it. Nothing more and nothing less, guys. So today, guys, you don't need you listen, you've prayed, you've planned, you've even posted your goals on the fridge or somewhere. Right now it's time to win this day by doing one thing that most people avoid. You ready? Deciding, acting, and moving. That's what it's all about today on Win This Day Wednesday. So thank you guys for joining me here on the FuNLiFe Community, here in the FuNLiFe Community, the Childlike Faith podcast for the Christian entrepreneur who wants to grow and scale their business without sacrificing, well, to achieve the financial freedom without sacrificing their time or their joy. And as all of you guys know, this whole thing is powered by the legendary Zig Ziglar here, right? Speaker, trainer, motivator extraordinaire, and his son Tom Ziglar, the author of the foundational program Choose to Win, that we start all the cool kids on. And if you are a Christian entrepreneur, you have found yourself in the right place. And if you want to connect, hey, down below, 903-570-0052, boys and girls. So thank you guys for joining us today on Win This Day Wednesday. Listen, again, today is all about taking action. So what do you need? What do you need to take action? You know what you need? I think Nike nailed it. 3 words. Just do it. We've been taking some of our prompts from Earl Nightingale's old recording of The Strangest Secret. And he said in that speech, act promptly and decisively when your course is clear, guys. And if I've known anything, what I've learned as a Christian coach, as a kingdom-minded entrepreneur, is that when your vision is clear, your decisions are easy. There's no other way around it. So the greatest gap, here's what I need to share with you guys. The greatest gap in the world, you ready? It's the gap between knowing and doing. That little moment of hesitation of you thinking about it and then not taking action on it, that is like never land, guys. Because today we're going to close that gap, because winning doesn't come from waiting. It comes from working. It comes from working the Word of God. It comes from walking in what God already told you. Mr. Ziglar has some incredible quotes. And if you don't happen to have his little book of good quotes, let me know. I'll shoot it to you. Complimentary, my gift to you guys. Because in that book, he says that you don't have to be great to start. You don't. You simply just have to start to be great. And so if you want to win, right, waiting for perfect clarity is just fear dressed up in perfectionism. That's it. You're lying to yourself if you say anything else. Because if you want to win, start with the next right step. Because small wins create big waves, right? The big shot is just a little shot that kept on shooting. You want Bible? I got you, baby. It's coming. Let's turn in our Bibles to Psalm 37:23. It says, I'll tell you right now, you don't have to turn it. It's probably going to take you forever to find it. Psalms 37:23 says, the steps of a good man, woman, are ordered by the Lord. But watch this. You ready? You still got to take the step. You got to take the step, right? My coach, Tom Ziglar, said you can't steer a parked car, But what I've learned and what I'm doing is that as you get rolling, as you start gaining momentum, it's a lot easier to steer that parked car. You can't multiply your effort. God can't multiply your efforts if you don't move your feet, right? If you never take that step out of your comfort zone, you're always going to be in the same place this time next year. And before you know it, you start telling those hard luck stories of, man, back when I was your age. Stop. Don't. You guys already know we're putting that refinement workshop together coming in May. I'm thinking it's the second week in May. I'm not sure if it's a Friday or Saturday, but we're still kind of nailing out the venue for that one. And I'm telling you guys, if you just get out there and start going, if you will just trust the Lord and take that first step, the next step of whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish will reveal itself to you. But if you never take that first step, rest assured you will never, ever get to that next step. All right, you want some fun fact? Pedro's got your back right here. Pedro loves some fun fact. Now, he likes sharks. I'm kind of out on sharks, but Pedro's fearless this way. He says that sharks have to keep swimming in order to stay alive. If they stop moving, they suffocate. Not sure how that works. So let me ask you this. What are you doing flopping around in your own head, right? When you were made to glide forward in purpose, baby. I'm just going to tell you, swim, baby, swim. And so if that sounds like you, if this is you that's been hesitating, that's been waiting to take that next step, I want you to just comment down in the comment section, I'm taking the step. If you're ready to win this day and stop waiting for permission to do what God already called you to do, hey, tag your accountability partner down there so that we can hold everybody accountable. Because here's what's going to happen. For those of you guys just joining us, appreciate you being on here. Thank you. Hey, listen, just a brief little recap. You don't need more time. You don't. You just need to make a choice. Make the decision. And that's what I've shared with the cool kids earlier on here, is that you just simply have to go in and start making the decision to go at it. Go at it hard, right? If you live for God hard, you'll have an easy life. Have an easy life? It's going to be hard for you. Stop. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Because let's be honest. You want to be honest? The moment of truth here, most people lose not because of lack of talent, faith, or vision. They lose because they take too long to make that bold, decisive action. And we were quoting Earl Nightingale from The Strangest Secret earlier. Act promptly and decisively when your course is clear, guys. Again, you don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to be great. And here's what I know as a coach. Here's what I know as a kingdom entrepreneur, is that God may have ordered your steps, but you're gonna have to start taking the next step. You're going to have to take that first step, because here's what you're going to want to be doing. In order to win this day, in order to have this day completely done, here's what you got to do. Stop replaying the plan. You stop going over it. A lot of people get out there and they start doing this and nothing ever happens, right? Spot on, Amy. Yes. Research, plan, and aim, right? Sometimes you just got to be fire, aim, ready. Instead of aim, ready, set. Don't do that to yourself, guys. Again, so here's your win to win this day challenge today. Ready? Stop replaying the plan. Stop it. Stop replaying the plan. And then secondly, stop repraying what God already answered for you. And just move. Move out of obedience, move out of faith, move out of your own way. Again, moment of truth. How many of us, if we're honest, get in our own way? We're our own worst critic. We're our own worst enemy. And that's what we got to stop doing. We can't do that to ourselves day in and day out. We're always doing that. And so stop it. Just stop it. You don't need a perfect strategy. You just need a faithful step. That's all you need. You just need to get out there and do it and believe God for the impossible. Can I park right here for just a second? Fear. And I don't know why fear keeps coming up, but this is what I'm getting in my DMs. This is what I'm talking about. They say it a couple different ways, but it's really just fear. Fear just shows up in many different ways. What if I'm not good enough, right? That imposter syndrome. What if I fail? What are they going to think of me? Guys, other people's opinions of you is none of your business, is what Les Brown says. And that's why I remember that. Like, I was like, wow, that is so freeing. And when you stop caring what other people think, look, they're going to think it and they're probably going to say it, regardless of what you're doing. So just do it. So just do it. Yeah, absolutely. It is. I'm not going to tell you it's not. I'm not going to tell you. A lot of people want to get to the fun, but in order to get to the fun, you've got to go back and face that fear. You once you identify your giant, once you identify that thing that that's been holding you back, you can't grow if you don't let go. Is what my friend Kyle teaches. And so, in order for you to grow, you're gonna have to. Oh, what is that grow analogy here? I got it right here in my chat. You ready? In order for you to grow, it's an acronym. You guys love acrostics, right? Get rid of old ways. Get rid of old ways. Get rid of old ways. If you want to grow, you can't grow if you don't know. And in order for you to let go, you're going to have to get rid of old ways. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, guys. You can't get out of the problem that you got into with the same thinking and the same mindset that got you into it in the first place. Are you hearing me? Are you feeling? Are you picking up what I'm putting down, guys? All I'm trying to do is motivate you and encourage you to just simply take the first step. That's it. You don't have to see the whole staircase, right? When your vision is clear, your decisions are easy. You just have to be willing to take that first step. And so, what is it for you? It might look a little bit differently. For some of you, it may be just having to make a phone call. For some of you, it may be sending a text. It may be knocking on that door. It may be going to that business. It may be when I door knock, my sales manager always taught me that the hardest door to open was that driver's side door. We kept driving past really good neighborhoods because in our mind, this wasn't the right neighborhood. This wasn't the right time. Oh, everybody's at lunch. Oh, nobody's home. And before you know it, it's lunchtime. Well, let's go get some lunch. You just got to get out and do it, guys. I teach all my salespeople, you're one conversation away from a totally different life. You're one conversation away from a sale. And a sale, if you're in commission sales, if you're a business, if you're a Christian entrepreneur, one sale will solve a lot of things. So I'm telling you, let's get out there and do that, guys. And if you have not, a lot of times it's just about being able to communicate and properly connect with that individual. And that's why this show is brought to you by the Christian Entrepreneurs Public Speaking Workshop, happening this Saturday. This Saturday, guys, if you have not registered yet, if you have not secured your tickets, I'll put the link down in the comment section. Not sure why yesterday the link wouldn't upload. I've kind of played around with it. I'll get that link uploaded today for you guys. I'm telling you, all you got to do is show up. That's half the battle. That is half the battle, guys. If you're just willing to show up, I'm telling you, God will show out for you. Boys and girls, today was really simple. It's all about taking action. So what do you need to do today in order to move you closer in the direction of your dream and your goals, your aspirations? So just do it. I like Nike says, just do it. All right, thanks. Thank you, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for hanging out with me today on Win This Day Wednesday. Hey, listen, tomorrow on Thriving Thankful Thursday, we're going to really activate that superpower of having that attitude of gratitude. Hey, hang out with us tomorrow. Adios, amigos.